That scared me. I did not realize you were going to record. What's happening? Oh, show them my egg. My super cool egg. Show them my super cool galaxy egg.
Excuse me? Okay, I need to.
Galaxy egg.
There's my old car. Alright, so I am at my dad's for Easter. Whole family's here. It's awesome. We haven't all been together since Christmas. And that was really the first time in a long time too. So, feeling a lot more comfortable with the COVID stuff. Hopefully that continues to go away and not be a thing. So it's awesome to get together for Easter. Walking up to pond, just right here along my dad's driveway. And it is a tiny little thing, unsuspecting. But what I can tell you about this pond is at one time it had the largest bass that I've ever caught in it. My personal best bass, 7 pounds, a little over 7 pounds, came out of this pond. Actually, right off of a tree that's still hanging over that pond. On a little ultralight rod with an ultralight Rapala, floating minnow on it. Yeah, just right over there. And these ponds are unsuspecting. Problem is, and you can kind of see it here, duckweed. This pond gets covered with duckweed, and one summer it died off. Completely dead. Killed all the fish, big bass, bunch of catfish, bluegill, just a sickening summer. Just a sickening summer. So bluegills came back for a little while, and I put some bass in it. Pond was starting to come back, and then a summer or two later, duckweed, summer kill again. So thing is, nobody's messed with it. Nobody's put anything in it. It's kind of been a duckweed tadpole pond, but there's footprints here. I wonder who's been down here. A lot of deer tracks. There's some nice buck tracks there. I saw what looked like sunfish or bluegill in this thing last fall. Don't know if that's really a thing or not, but we're gonna see. So coming down here, somebody's been down here. I didn't know anybody ever still came down to this thing. Dock's in rough shape. The landowner, his wife still lives here, just up the hill. It's their pond. He died a few years ago. Really a sad deal. And the pond really has just kind of been left alone to do its own thing. The dock, I don't know how safe it is for me to go out on it. We're going to give it a try. A little piece of worm here. Crawler. But it's Easter Sunday. And I had hoped to get out fishing yesterday. It never happened. We've been shooting a little bit this morning. I'm going to be very ginger on this dock. I don't see any fish. Water's pretty clear. Let's see what happens here. I don't know. I don't know if there's a single living fish in this pond. Because even if there were some panfish in here last year, does not mean that any of them made it through the winter, made it even through last summer with the duckweeds. So going to give it a try. See, again, really disappointing because this is a fun little pond. Very little, unsuspecting, but man, it used to be you'd come down here and catch 4 or 5 pound bass like without really even trying, and big bluegills and catfish. And now it's nothing. So we'll see. Give it a try. All right. Nothing yet going on the bobber. Again, I don't expect much. I'll be shocked if I catch anything. Kind of looking in the shallows here around these cattails. I don't see anything moving. No signs of life other than hearing frogs. Frogs are going crazy today. They've shut up now that I've started talking. But yeah, just a fun little pond. As you can see right through there, you can maybe see my dad's house. That's where I grew up from the time I was 13. And so having this pond right here at my access whenever I just wanted to come down here, I was spoiled. I did not realize how spoiled I was until I didn't have access to a pond like this anymore. And again, spoiled with not just being able to fish, but being able to catch big fish. So really solid panfish, bluegills, catfish, and then big bass. Again, that tree right over there hanging over the water. I still can picture my little rappel had hit the surface of the water. I twitched it a couple times. I was in the canoe with ultralight, and that bass hit it, and it just pulled me around this pond for a while. I was lucky enough I had a net with me, so that was good. So I was able to land the thing and ran up and grabbed the camera, got a few pictures, released her. She was full of eggs. Again, a little over 7 pounds. Big fish. But yeah, you could catch 4 or 5 pound bass in here pretty regularly. If you ever want proof that there's not bass in a pond, listen to that. I don't know if the camera's picking it up very well, but man, it's almost deafening with the sound of those frogs. I love it. Man, it is deafening. Oh, and happy Easter, by the way. It is Easter Sunday. Again, I rambled quite a bit on Friday on Good Friday fishing. Really all that needs to be said today is that He is risen. Jesus is alive and sits next to the Father in heaven. And He rose today and defeated death. He conquered death, and He is the victor. So that is today. That is why that's the excuse we use to get to my dad's today, and it's a good one. It's a reason. So good day to celebrate. As weird as it seems to celebrate Good Friday, makes a lot more sense to celebrate today. The idea that they found the tomb empty. So cool. Happy Easter. Hopefully I get rewarded with just a nibble. Even a nibble would make me happy. Doesn't look like that's going to happen though. Alright. I give up over here at least. They're not out deep if they're here. They're not up in shallow if they're here. Makes me think that they are not here. So I'm soak that really shallow. Try over there along the dam. If I can find a place to toss a line through. I think I see a spot right there where maybe I can get something out there, but we'll see. In the meantime, it is like 80 degrees out here. It is super warm. I'm gonna just cut through here. It is super warm, and I gotta go fishing. So, and some people might ask, why would you even try this stupid little pond if you know you're not gonna probably catch anything, if you don't even know if there's anything alive in it? And yeah, that was a nice buck. It's a waste of time. I have been shocked at ponds before that I thought either didn't have anything in them or only had small fish. And so that's what I was hoping for. I was hoping to be shocked today, but it doesn't appear that's going to happen. Let's see if I can sneak down in here anywhere and see anything. This is an adventure. Alright, well, I don't see any fish. I don't see any signs of fish. I don't know how I'm going to cast this without getting hooked in a tree. But I did it. Where there's a will, there's a way. Now, not getting hung up, reeling back in is the next trick. But we'll see. There used to be all kinds of trees, willows that have been cut. The owner of the pond had cut a lot of these trees. There didn't used to be so many trees along here. He'd cut them off every so often and they'd fall in, and then this whole edge here was full of trees, and that's where, I mean, you catch a lot of bluegill, but that's where a lot of the nice bass used to hang out. Pretty regularly, consistently catch some nice bass along this pond dam. The pond's not very deep. I think it's only like 8 or maybe 10 foot deep, 8 or 10. But that's plenty deep. Again, you never know what you're going to catch, and that looks like nothing today. So I'll report back if I do. Alright, so no fishies over here, but I did not get hung up. I'll consider that a success in itself. Now if I can get out of here without getting caught up on something. Alright. One little spot up here. It is nasty. There's lots of junk in the water there. At least look and see if I see any fish swimming along the shore. I don't see anything. I see no signs of life other than frogs. Lots of frogs. Lots of frogs. Alright. Well, little pond, happy Easter. I wish you were what you used to be. But you're not. Back to the house.